Hi, my name is David Poole and I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon College of Business. Thanks for taking a look at what we offer. I have created Dragon College to meet a growing need in Australia and indeed across the Asia Pacific region. There isn't the time anymore to spend carefree days on campus at TAFE or at any other college when what you really want to do is establish and build your career and to learn at a time and place that suits you as you work and gain experience. So with that in mind, I've created 3 distance learning diplomas in management, in business and in business administration that you can take with you wherever you go. I've written learning guides that are user-friendly and that bring you the latest in business and management thinking. There are lots of practical examples and many opportunities for you to reflect on your own experiences. There are also assessment tasks that, while making for solid industry-leading diplomas, engage you deeply and, I hope, enjoyably in showing us that you've got what it takes to be a great manager, both now and in the future. At Dragon College, our focus is on you. We support your learning in every possible way. We'll be taking the journey with you. So let me tell you a little more about me. Well, I love learning, and I love business learning in particular. I've been fortunate to have taught at some amazing places over the last 20 years. In Australia, at Macquarie University, the Macquarie Graduate School of Management, the University of Western Sydney, InSearch Institute of Commerce at UTS, La Trobe University, and the former Sydney and Australian Graduate Schools of Management. In the United States, at Utah State University. In China, I've taught on MBA programs in Guangzhou, in a University of Wales program in Henan Province, and in undergraduate programs at the City University of Hong Kong. In Vietnam, in MBA programs at Hanoi University. I've also taught in the global online management programs offered by Universitas 21, based in Singapore. I've also stepped out of higher education to work in the business world. Between 2004 and 2006, I was CEO of a major industry association in the property development sector. And between 2007 and 2009, I owned a successful bookstore in North Sydney. During this time, I continued to teach, continued to learn, and achieve some nice business outcomes along the way. For instance, my bookstore was the top performing store in Australia during the Christmas 2008 trading period. And I also won the exclusive rights to merchandise the Donald Trump tour of Australia that year. So why did I create Dragon College of Business? Primarily because so many of my students, particularly at undergraduate level, and including lots who had very diverse learning pathways and experiences, kept encouraging me to take my philosophy of business learning and my passion and find a broader audience. So with that in mind, I thought for a good while before realising that where I could make the biggest difference was in creating learning for people who were a little like me. People who didn't want to sit in a boring classroom, but instead wanted to work and learn and choose their own balance between the two, and who wanted control of their own lives and calendars and schedules so that their learning made sense for them. And most importantly, while still covering all of the critical material, wanted learning that was engaging and friendly and sometimes even a little fun. That's why I've created Dragon College of Business. Let's talk a little about what Dragon's distance learning diplomas in business and management are really like. Firstly, they are unashamedly applied. Business and management can be pretty dry subjects, but when we are constantly encouraged to think about what our learning really means for our current and future careers as managers, it can fast become an engaging and dynamic pursuit. The units in each of our programs move constantly between ideas and the practical use of those ideas. For instance, in a unit that is about managing our priorities and our professional development, I use the popular and best-selling ideas of the organisational guru David Allen to create a task where you try his ideas to see if they really work for you. You then reflect on the experience and tell us whether you think they can really work in practice and whether you will use them in the future. In also making our courses as applied as possible, I use lots of internet links to get you to explore the latest thinking about our areas of study and consider the newest of ideas as they influence the work of managers around the world. Management is an art, perhaps more than it is a science. It is in the application of ideas where real learning takes place. That's core to how we create our programs at Dragon College. As well as being applied, our programs are user-friendly. Over the last 2 decades, I've taught at colleges around the world, on campus, online, and by distance learning. And now I have brought together the best of what I've seen and incorporated it into the look and feel of our learning materials. Also, having co-authored one of Australia's most popular management textbooks during this time, I've learnt a great deal about what learners like and what they don't. So you'll see quite a few quotes and illustrations in our learning guides. From Donald Trump to Steve Jobs, I use the very best and most interesting examples of how the ideas in our units translate into the real world of work to keep you interested and engaged in the learning experience. Take a look at our website and check out the design and feel of our units. If you find a more attractive layout of learning materials in any workbook anywhere, please let me know. And we give you a great deal of freedom to make choices about the ways in which you approach the core assessment tasks, so that whether you've got years of experience at work or have only had part-time jobs at local stores, you can still conquer your assessment tasks by making them fit your situation. So applied, user-friendly, well-designed, and providing you with choice. These are among the key features of our approach. And given that our diplomas are nationally recognised qualifications, you may decide to use yours to obtain advanced standing in further studies at universities around the country. And there is still one more characteristic I'd like to consider. With distance learning, colleges around the world face the challenge of making you feel like part of a community of learners. We do that. It starts with the services we provide. Within 48 hours of confirming your enrolment, we'll send you your first batch of learning materials. We commit to returning every phone call and responding to every email and every question posed on the online learner forum within 1 working day. When you've completed a unit and sent it to us for assessment, we will have your results back to you within 3 working days. If you have an appeal or a more complex question to be answered, we will deal with it efficiently and effectively. Using the online learner forum, you can post comments and suggestions and questions about your studies. As the college continues to grow, you'll find that the forum already provides many of the answers you're looking for. You'll hear from us regularly. We'll email you newsletters and regularly post tips and advice on the forum. For each unit, we will personally link you to a highly qualified trainer and assessor who will be your personal contact for anything and everything relating to your unit. I think it all adds up to a great learning experience. And, like the ShamWow commercials, there's always a little more. Because we've created a college that lives the principles and ideas we are teaching, we are able to offer you some additional incentives to study with us. You won't be locked into a college calendar in completing your studies. You can start with us any time you want to, and you can complete each unit in a time frame that works for you. While many learners like to take a month to complete each unit, and therefore finish their diplomas in around 8 months, you can, within reason, complete your qualification even more quickly than that. It's up to you. Next, I think that you'll find our pricing structure very attractive. Take a look and see what you think. Again, if you can find better value somewhere else, please let me know. Third, while you will receive all of the learning materials you need for every unit, I've used my background as the former owner of a bookstore to find some additional resources that will prove really useful in your studies and in your career. We will send you a selection of business books that will provide you with an instant business library. There is some fantastic stuff there. Many of the books are among my personal favourites, either as business reference books or as inspiring stories from among the world's best managers and entrepreneurs. And you are welcome to download my own latest book at our website for free, whether you enrol with us or not. In addition, for the next 200 learners who enrol in one of our diplomas, I'll include a copy of Donald Trump's excellent book, Think Big and Kick Ass as a 7 CD set you can listen to wherever you go. Through our courses, our support services and the additional materials we'll send you, my goal is that you will have the best possible learning experience and graduate with Australia's best business or management diploma. I'll stake my reputation on it. Which Dragon College diploma is right for you? Since our 3 diploma programs are all located in the fields of business and management, I thought it might be useful to provide some advice about which diploma might be the best choice for you. The Diploma of Management is an 8-unit program that is very much our general management program. If you are or want to be a supervisor or manager with generalist skills across core business areas like human resource management, operations management, developing your own emotional intelligence and working with teams, then this is the diploma for you. This is also the right qualification for you if your work preference is in the public, government or not-for-profit sectors, since you'll build a range of skills that will assist you to move onwards and upwards through these kinds of organisations. The Diploma of Business shares several units with the Diploma of Management, but takes more of a commercial or profit-making focus. While you will obtain competencies in areas like administration and managing yourself, the Diploma of Business also contains 2 units in marketing. So if your thing is sales management or marketing management, or you're a manager within a small or medium-sized business, then this is the right diploma for you. The Diploma of Business Administration is a little different. This program has a core of administrative units in areas like the management of meetings and business documents and conferences, and in the review and improvement of administration systems. So it is very much designed for office managers and administration managers or those seeking to move into these kinds of positions. One of the nice things about how we've designed our programs is that you begin with units that are common to all 3 diplomas. This gives you additional time to move from one diploma to another if you decide that this would better suit your needs. After that, if you're still unsure about which qualification is right for you, please call us and we'd be delighted to discuss this with you. Whichever Dragon College of Business diploma you choose, you'll be making a great choice because all of them will add real value, both to your life and to your career. So enrol with us now.